Good afternoon. It's Tiffany here, and today I want to talk about the latest tool in your Coldwell Banker arsenal, and that is called Prospect Square. So I want you to log into mycbdesk.com, okay, and we're going to look for Prospect Square. Now, at first, like on my app list, it doesn't show, so you hit this button called Show All. And here it is. This is what Prospect Square looks like. This is a really cool tool. It's going to give you access to a lot of data. So you look really smart and like a market leader and an expert in your area because you can show all kinds of great data about how the market's doing and what the market trends are. So let's click on Prospect Square and let it launch. Now, the first time you open this up, it's going to offer to do a tutorial for you. Click on that, click through it and see what all they offer. Look through their tutorial. I'm showing you a walkthrough from my point of view, but don't hesitate to click on that. I'm going to show you a couple highlights real quick just so you'll have them. When you first open it up, top right hand side says, "Hi, Tiffany." Your picture may pull from Dash or it may not. If it doesn't, I want you to go ahead and click on my profile and just let's get that set up, because this will send reports out directly to your contacts, and you want to have your information, your picture, all that. So just scroll through here and upload your image. Make sure that your name is correct. Your email, you can put, your website in here. You can put a lot of information or a little bit of information. This is where you would upload your photo. You can put, your social media links here, things like that. You can do as little or as much as you want, but definitely make sure your picture's there, your phone number's correct, things like that. Okay. So let's figure out how to create a report. Okay. So we're going to go to reports on the left-hand column over here. And when you click on that, you can do an area report. So let's go over that one first. So there are no area reports created. So I'm going to click new because I want to create a new area report. So what is the name for this report? Well, you could do a report like for the area you live in, just a general, market report and give it a name. I'm just going to name mine test because this is a test. Okay. And then contacts. So right now you don't have any contacts in here, right? So you can browse your contacts once you add them or hit add a new contact. I went ahead and added myself as a contact. So I'm going to click on that because I like to know and be sent anything I would send a contact or a customer or a client. I want to get it to myself first and see what that email looks like and see how it does. But if you click on new contact, there is tons of information that you can add. Obviously the red is only thing required, but you can do anniversaries and birthdays. You can add, their spouse or partner's name, their address, notes, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So you can add, once again, as little or as much information as you want. You do have to have their email and first and last name, okay, because it sends it via email. Okay, now market areas. We're back to the template for the report. So I've named my report test. I've used myself as a contact. Market areas. So where do I want what? So I'm going to start typing in Bibb. Okay. So we want single family homes in Bibb, just Bibb County. Do we want condominiums in Bibb? So I'm going to click Bibb. But if you hit browse, because I live in Bibb County, right? But if you hit browse, you can see all the different, Baldwin County, Barnesville, Bibb County, Bloomingdale. So you just see there's a bunch of options and you can click on those. There's 225 to choose from. This page just shows, 50. So if you're in Warner Robins, click through to the last page. Okay. Because they're obviously in alphabetical order. So you could, choose the one that is most appropriate for the area that you want the market analysis on. This is a broader market analysis. It's not narrow. We can do something more narrow. See Zebulon, Georgia, Warner Robins. Okay, so there's a lot of options. I've done Bibb County just for an example. Do we want to copy the agent? Do you want to be copied on this report? You might want to while you're first sending it out, right? Report enabled. Okay. The subject line. So you can change this. This says it's an area report from Tiffany Massengale, but you can change what the name, what the subject line will say, and all that. Okay, so let's preview it. Let's see what if we do a report for Bibb County market area. What does it look like? So let's preview it. So it's going to pull this up, and this looks really sharp, and it's all done for you. So there's a interior of a home, and you can view it in browser. You can share it to social media, contact me, forward to a friend, convert to a PDF. This is that information that we said when you first logged in. Did that look correct on your profile? It's branded with Coldwell Banker. Okay, Bibb County. So this is the number of sales January 2020 versus January 2021. And this is where the market is at. New listings, average days on market. Well, of course, that's going down. In the new year. The median sales price has gone up by 15%. The average sales price is up by 41%. I mean, this is all just the list price, the average list price. These are reports that make you establish your authenticity as an expert in your field. And that is what's super important. You need to establish yourself as an expert. And this authenticates that you truly are an expert because you have all this data to share, you have access to it. And you don't have to do the work of pulling it all together. It does it for you. So new listings from January 2021, January 2020, sold and new property units. I mean, all these charts. So this is a great report, right? And how many pages long is this report? That was page. So it's not a small or short report. It's a decent size, and it has a disclaimer, which is always nice. Now you could take a screenshot of just a piece of this and share it on social media. Like, well, look at the way, properties for sale and sold properties, so here we go. These are the sold properties, and whoo, look at how this is dropping off. We have no properties for sale. So if you want to sell your home, now's the time to do it, kind of thing. If you want to share a report like that, it's very interesting as you look into this data. So that is what the area report looks like for Bibb County, January 2021. So I'm going to close that out. You could go ahead and save and send it right now. So if I hit save and send, it's going to be emailed to me. Okay. The other report I want to show you about is the market report. So that's the area report. So that's in a whole area. But let's do a market report. Okay. So I'm going to name this one test. And the criteria of this report, I get to do a radius. Okay, so I'm going to put my personal address. All right, and I'm going to do it within 1 mile radius from my home. Okay, so let's see how I'm going to let the rest of it kind of stay. So just so we go back and you can see, I did radius by address. You could do an MLS number if you wanted to check the radius from a home that's been listed. And I did it, from my house, and you could change the radius out, but, 1 mile. And then you have all these other fields that you can look, active, back on the market, contingent with kick out, new, sold, expired, list price. You could narrow it down a lot. Property information, number of beds and baths. Okay, so we've got that. Display title, once again, contact. So I know I've listed myself as contact, so I'm going to click myself and hit OK. So it's going to come to me. You can do this every so many days. So if there's somebody who's wanting to sell their house, you have, a seller, you could email them on a certain, quarterly, every 7 days, every 14 days. It's up to you. Is this for a buyer or a seller? Whatever, a prospect, you could do that. You could copy yourself on the report or not. Do you want to hide the automated market value? When do you want this report to expire? So you're going to send it to them every 2 weeks for a limited number of time. You once again can change the subject lines and all that. So let's preview this report and see what it looks like, because this is a report based on the information around an exact location. Okay. So once again, it looks real nice and crisp. You've got a pretty image here. And then it says, Dear Tiffany, this market report contains detailed information, right? Yay. And once again, you want to update and change this information in your profile section. It has a map and it's showing where, I live and the other properties. Oh, come back. Hold on. Um, what the for sale data is, the average, the high, the low, um, off market, pending data, sold data, a snapshot of how the trends are going, properties on the market, and what price points they are, the average days on market, a market summary, pending data, and then it has the local inventory within a 1 mile radius of my home. So that is a property report. Okay. So if I save and send that one, yay, we've sent them. So we're going to go to my email and see if they've come through yet. And they have not come through in my email yet. But those, when they do come through, we want to look at them. We want to make sure that your picture comes through correctly, that your, phone number, your email address, your website, all your information is correct. And this tool, as with every tool we talk to you about, use yourself as the guinea pig. Give yourself the report. Make sure you like it. And then you can take chunks and screenshots out of those reports and send them, share them on social media, things like that. The analytics, right now, this is still a new tool, so I don't have a lot of analytics to show you. But what you will like if you start using this tool and sending these reports to your contacts, this will let you know if they open the report, if they clicked on the report, and followed through to your website, what your open rate is, things like that. So as you get into marketing and you're marketing yourself, you want to know what happens. So my click rate, my open rate, delivered. So if you have, not 100% delivery rate, that probably means you've got the wrong email address for somebody, things like that. So it's really neat and it lets you know, okay, so this was this one market area. It was sent to Tiffany Massengale. This is her email address. It's good to know if you utilize this tool and you take it on as a good way to stay in touch with your contacts, it's really nice to know if they open it up and if they click through and if they go to the correct, the places you're encouraging them to go through. So your analytics will be able to show you that. And then you can save those reports like the Bibb County report. You might start, if you're in an exact, particular area, you're always going to send that particular market report to new contacts or something like that. So you could save that. This is Prospect Square. I think it's a really cool tool. And like I said, the biggest thing about this tool is that it makes you look really smart. It shows your expertise and your value as a real estate agent. Why does somebody need to hire a realtor instead of doing for sale by owner or trying to navigate the market by themselves? Because you're an expert. And data like this establishes your authority as an expert. So that's why it's important. You don't want all of your newsfeed just to be data, but you definitely want to heavily sprinkle this type of information in your social media newsfeed to just really let people know, yes, I'm an expert. I know what the average days on market are. I know what the trend is. I know that last year it was this and this year it's that. People really want to be with an agent that knows their stuff. So this is how you establish your expertise and authority. And the data is it's all pulled for you. So you don't have to do anything. It just makes you look really good. And that's what we try to do is offer you tools that make you look really good, that help you shine as an agent. And Prospect Square is one of them. I'm really excited to see how we utilize this tool and incorporate it into our businesses. So anyhow, I look forward to hearing your feedback. As always, you can email me, Tiffany at cbssk.com, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.